Hello all, my name is Pritam and you are watching Tech with Pri. Welcome to my channel and I'm back with another video. And this is the second video of this tutorial series called Windows Server 2016. Okay, so in my last video, we have seen what is server operating system, and also we have understood like why does a company need a server. Also, we have seen various versions of Windows Server, and finally, we have downloaded the Windows Server 2016 ISO file in our local desktop or laptop. Okay. So guys, if you missed my last video, I'll share the link in the description. Just go ahead and clear the concept about server. Okay. So let's see what we are going to learn in today's video. Okay. So first we'll understand what is virtualization. Next, we'll see what is hypervisor and the types of hypervisor with the help of examples. Next, we'll see virtual machine. That's very important. And we will also see Oracle VirtualBox. And this is the software, guys, we are going to use throughout this tutorial. Finally, we'll download the VirtualBox and also create our first virtual machine. And there we'll install 2016 server. Okay, very quickly. So let's get started. So very simply, virtualization is a technique, and by applying this technique you can create virtual version of something. So here something means you can create virtual version of a server, you can create virtual machines, you can create virtual network interface, storage devices, many more. Okay, so the concept is this. So it can be virtual computer hardware platforms, storage devices, and computer network resources. Okay, so now let's understand virtualization with the help of a picture. So suppose in our company we have these three server. These are the three server. One is mail server, another one is web, and the final one is legacy apps. So a server that is holding legacy application. Okay. As you can see, all these servers are taken 30% of their space. Okay. So one single server can perform a single task. That was the concept previously. And now let's understand what's the disadvantages of it. So first disadvantage is it. So for having three servers, we have to purchase three different machines, and we have to make those machines very powerful because these are the server machines. So that means like it is costly, right? The second disadvantage is, as you can see, so we are using this 30% space of this server, but the rest 70% space is not in use. So this is completely waste. Okay, so now let's see, after applying the virtualization technique, what we can achieve and how we can solve this problem. So this is the second picture after applying the virtualization. As you can see, now in the first server, which previously like we're having only the mail functionality, now it is also holding the legacy application in the same server. Okay. And now what's the benefit? You can easily guess. Now the third server, which was there for legacy application, it is no more required. So you can use this server in a different purpose for different work. Okay. So this is the technology virtualization. By applying this, you are creating a virtual version of server where you are installing another functionality for here like legacy application, and in a same single server now you are using both the function mail and the legacy application, and you are still using 60% of the space. So now I hope the concept of virtualization is clear. So this is simply a technology. Okay. Now let's understand what is the software behind this. So the software is hypervisor. Okay. So it is a computer software or hardware that creates and runs virtual machines. So we're going to see virtual machines in detail. Okay. So this is the software. So this software can be applied in the hardware level or in the operating system level. Okay, it can sit on top operating system either, or it can be installed directly onto hardware like a server. So in this example here in the mail server we have applied the hypervisor, and that hypervisor creates the virtual version of this server, and for that reason we are able to use two functionalities in a single server. I hope it's clear now, right? So now let's see two pictures. So this is the picture of type 1 hypervisor. So guys, there are two types of hypervisor. First, type 1, second, type 2. It's very simple. For type 1 hypervisor, the hypervisor is installed in the hardware level, okay, like a server we mentioned, and then it's creating the three different virtual machines or virtual servers, anything. In the next picture, we have type 2 hypervisor, where the hypervisor is installed in the operating system level, okay. Hypervisor we are going to use, we will install the hypervisor in our operating system level, okay. So this is the concept of hypervisor. Now let's see what are the examples of type 1 and type 2. So for type 1, we have very famous Hyper-V, that is from Microsoft, and this is available in the Windows Server itself. Next, we have Xbox One system software. All right. We have Oracle VM Server for Spark. Also, we have VMware ESXi, that is quite popular. Okay. For type 2, we have VirtualBox, and I have made it bold because this is the software we are going to use, the type 2 hypervisor. We have also QEMU, VMware Player, VMware Workstation, etc. So, sounds good? You clear the concept of virtualization and hypervisor. Let's move on to virtual machines. So very simply, it is a computer file, typically called an image, which behaves like an actual computer. Okay. So you will see when I'll create a virtual machine, it is same like the actual computer. You are going to have the same feelings like you have. Maybe you are having Windows 10 operating system. Maybe you are creating a virtual machine and you are installing Linux. For this tutorial, we are going to use the Windows Server, but you can use any operating system. And at the same time, you can use your Windows 10 computer. Also, you can use your Linux computer. Okay. And that virtual machine will take the RAM, will take the processor, will take the storage from your own system. Okay. So this is the concept of virtual machine. Creating a computer within a computer. So you understand already, provides user the same experience like a host OS itself. So the host OS means the OS that you are using in your own system. Okay. So for me, it is Windows 10. So it can be any operating system that you are using primarily. Okay. So multiple VMs can run simultaneously on the same physical computer. Okay. From a single physical computer, you can create 3, 4 virtual machines, many more than that. But be careful, those virtual machines are going to take the RAM processing power from your own system. Okay. So if you are having a powerful system, so you can work 3, 4 virtual machines at the same time. All right. So let's move on. And this is the software that we are going to use, Oracle VirtualBox. And guys, this is the example of type 2 hypervisor. All right. So it is a free and open source solution where you can run other operating system virtually in your PC or laptop. So first we understand the technology, which is known as virtualization. Then we have seen the software which is helping for it, that is known as hypervisor. And this Oracle VirtualBox is the example of a hypervisor. Okay. So I hope the concept is clear. Now let's move in the demo section. We will download and install the Oracle VirtualBox, and we'll install the Windows Server 2016 in the virtual machine. All right. So let's jump into Google. So we are in the Google. So just type Oracle VirtualBox. It's there. So don't worry, I'm gonna post this link for you. So this is the official website of VirtualBox. So you can download it by clicking here, the big button, or you can go to the download section and you can choose a different platform. So I'm gonna choose Windows Host. So the size is 103 MB for me. So it's gonna take few times. So guys, once the installation is done, I'll be back. So the download has been finished now. So just click on the exe file. And guys, the installation is very simple. So no worries. So just click on next. Next. So I'm going to create the shortcut. So just click on the option that you are gonna need and hit on next. So it will give a warning in network interface. So no worries, just click on yes for the installation and install. So it can ask for the administrative permission. So the installation is finished now. I'm going to click the finish and it will start the VirtualBox. As you can see, it's checked here. So guys, this is the general environment of the Oracle VM VirtualBox Manager. Okay, so now we are going to quickly create a virtual machine and install Windows Server. Okay, so in the next video, I'm going to cover a few other topics of this Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, but for the time being, let's create a machine. So you can just click on machine and then choose new, give it a name. I'm gonna give it as Windows Server 2016, and the machine folder location, it's automatically chosen as C, but I have less space in C, so I'm gonna choose the E drive. So you can stick with the C drive, no problem. And it is Microsoft Windows and the version. Then next, so it is asking for the RAM. So 2 GB RAM is fine for me. Okay, so make sure you check it as per your available RAM in your system. Next, create a virtual hard disk now. Create. Okay, so we'll discuss this hard disk file type and all these things in the later video. No worries. Just click on next. So we're going to assign 50 GB in our virtual machine. Fine for us. So now we have our virtual machine. So this is our first virtual machine, guys. Congratulations. Now let's start the virtual machine. And we are going to install the Windows Server 2016 in it. So now it is asking for the ISO file, the Windows Server 2016 ISO file. We are going to set here. So it is all for me. It is already have chosen the file. So you can just click in the file icon and click on add. So here you can choose the Windows Server ISO file that you have downloaded already. Okay. So if you want to know how to download it, please go back to my previous video where I have explained it. Okay. So after choosing this, so we are going to hit the start button now. So now Windows Server 2016 operating system will be installed. So the installation is again same like your other Windows software installation. So just close this for now. Hit on next. Install now. So from here we are going to choose the Windows Server 2016 Data Center Evolution and we'll hit next. And then accept the license and terms. Click on next. So the custom would be because we are installing it for the first time. So the disk partition you can change, but for me it is okay. I'm gonna hit next. So the installation has started. So we'll back once the installation will be finished, and it would like I guess twice it will restart. So no worries. Okay, we'll come back once all of it is done. So guys, it has taken more than 15 minutes for me. Okay, so no worries. We are back, and here it is asking for the password because the username, as you can see, it has already taken as administrator. So this is the default for any Windows Server operating system. So don't just put 1234, try to put some tough password. Okay, hit on finish and we are done. So guys, as you can see now, just let me go back to my desktop and open the virtual machine. So guys, now you can see I'm having the Windows 10 machine normally in my desktop, and we also have the Windows 2000 Server 2016 in the virtual machine. Okay, so you are not going to log in further in today's video. Okay, so this is it for today. In the next video, we will see few things in the VirtualBox and we'll understand some important things before going into Windows Server, like the public IP address, private IP address, and all this NAT concept that is very important. Okay. So guys, thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any query, any questions, drop in the comment section. And please share this video with your friends, families, so that it can reach out to many people. And also, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you can get notified whenever I post a new video. Okay. So guys, see you on Monday. Bye bye. Stay safe.